Hello everyone, my name is Noah, and today we are going to be talking about the mobile block making machine. This video is a continuation of my previous video, and the previous video was basically showing you the different parts and how they are assembled together. But today we shall explain the working principle of the machine, and also I'll try to give a clear explanation of the parts and their function. So first and foremost, you can actually see the block machine. Let's try to move it around and see how it looks like. So this is our block machine. This is our block machine. So right away on this block machine, you can see that we have two vibration systems. We have the upper one and the lower one. So I'll briefly name the parts actually, because we need to know the parts before we explain the working principle. So on top here we have the vibration motor, and also on the bottom we have another vibration system for the mold. This is just a shaft with an eccentric vibrating load, and this shaft is rotated using this motor on the sides here. So we have, this is our mold, and we have, this is our compaction unit. This is our compaction unit. As you see, the compaction unit and the mold, they are meant for a solid blocks. Okay, so this design is for solid blocks, for making solid blocks. This block machine for solid blocks, but it can be altered to make maybe hollow blocks or any other kind of blocks. And what else we have? This is our frame, of course. This is our frame, and okay, let me try to go back to the frame. So this is our frame, and from here you can see that we have this is the motor seat. This is where the motor sits, of course, and this is where our tires are located. Our tires are located on this rod, and they are locked in place using some pins, split pins, and a washer. And basically that's it. And the frame is the height of the frame, we have about 1.1 meters. Let me try to open the dimensions for the frame. So from here you can see the dimensions for our frame. 1.2 length, and the width is about 0.7, and we have a 200 here, and this is 100, 800. So that's our frame, and yeah, that's our frame. Let's look at another part. I won't save that. So besides the frame, we have also this part here, which is the mold lifting arm. Well, basically the name says it all. It is used to lift the mold. So you see, as I push down, the mold rises up. As I push up, the mold goes down. So this is what this arm does. It's for lifting up the mold. Then we also have, as I said before, we have the compaction unit. On the compaction unit, let me try to open that. This is our compaction unit. So on the compaction unit, we have these bush bearings, bushings. They are bushings, okay. These bushings are firmly bolted to this C section, the C channel, and as you see, the C channel is actually a guide rail for this. Let's see, it moves along that. So the bearings allow the compaction unit to move on the C channel like this. And these bolts here, these bolts here are used to, like, they used to control the movement of the compaction unit. So like when they go in as the compaction unit, as the compaction unit moves towards this end, these bolts are used to limit where the compaction unit stops. So like if we adjust these bolts, we can actually adjust the distance of where the compaction unit is. And of course this is just bolted on the C-channel as well. So in case you want to remove the compaction unit from the guide, you just have to remove, you have to remove this and bolt it, then this will just come out like that. And let me put that back. So the compaction unit, as you see, this is the arm for moving the compaction unit. So using this arm, we can move the compaction unit to and fro, and using these bolts we can limit the point where the compaction unit actually stops. And the reason as to why we want to limit that distance is because, as you see from, let me go back here. As you see from here, when the compaction unit comes forward, as it comes forward, we want it to be in line with the mold, so that we want it to be in line with the mold, we don't want it to go beyond, so that's why we have those bolts. We want it to stop here. So as you pull it, these bolts will stop here, will knock here, then this will fall into the mold to do. So that's why we have those bolts there, just to limit the movement and the distance of this compaction unit. Then we also have this part here. This is the lock for the compaction unit. So like when this goes up, we see that this will move out of the way for some time. It will slide backwards, but then due to its weight, it will come and lock back. See, so it will lock in, and when it locks in, it locks in and holds the compaction unit in place, so that we can push this backwards. So that's what it does. This is just to hold the compaction unit in place, and when you want to release, you just have to push this arm upwards, then the compaction unit will drop down. So that's the function of that part. And that's it. And let's have a look at let's talk about the operation now. So initially you have your concrete mix. You pour it on this trough here. So you pour the mix here, you pour the mix here, or you pour the mix on the trough. Then after using some kind of shovel, you push the mix into the mold. Okay, when you push the mix into the mold, and sorry about that. So you push the mix into the mold, then afterwards, when the mold is full, you will have to vibrate. You switch on the bottom vibration. What I mean by bottom vibration is the mold vibration, the one on the mold. So we shall vibrate. We switch on this vibration here, so that we shall switch on the vibration. Then afterwards, we add more material. Then again switch on the vibration. Then afterwards, we shall pull the compaction unit back ahead. Then this will cause it to release and do the compaction. Okay. So as it compacts the blocks, you'll notice we have this angle line here. This angle line here is just to limit by how much the compaction unit falls inside. So sorry about that. So the height of the block actually is controlled using this plate over here. I didn't introduce that initially. So this plate on top here is actually used to control the height. So when the compaction unit falls into the mold to do the compaction, you'll notice that this plate will come in contact with this, and when it does, that actually is the control of the height of the blocks. So when you when you move these bolts higher, you actually adjust the height of the block here. So that's one of the things. The use of this angle line here is so now let's say we have finished compacting the blocks to a desired height. We shall then have to lift the mold up. Okay, when you lift the mold up, you see the mold, as the mold lifts up, it will come in contact with this with this angle line. You see, when it touches this angle line, the mold will push this up. They will move together, okay? And as they move together upwards, at some point, this locking system will be activated and it will lock the compaction unit in place. Okay? It slides back and locks the compaction unit in place. Then afterwards, you put the mold back down. Then you continue the process again to make blocks. Okay, so that's how it works basically. This is our block machine, and the comparison with the human model, we have this. This is the size relative to a human model, so like person can access these arms easily. I think it can easily be operated. So as you see, so I think that is it for this video, and I think I've tried to explain as much as I could about this machine. I think I will be making a few changes later on, so that we can have a better design, and when I'm done I will upload that video. But for today, that's it, and thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.